Hello there, I'm Big Alias, and I haven't said this in a very long time, but I'm tired because of a video game. And that video game is the one that you see with your eyes right now. So I might not be very coherent. Also, this isn't a very good gameplay, but I tell you what, I've got stuff to do, man. So I couldn't really capture an intense gameplay. And it was a shame because it means I couldn't capture how this game at its fullest. Let's just say that right now. So. This is a commentary. I tell you what, okay, so if you had asked me a long time ago, if you had said to me, Alan, what's the best multiplayer you've ever played in a video game? In fact, if you had asked me that right now, I would always tell you the same answer. I would say my favourite multiplayer is Halo 3, but the best multiplayer in a video game that I've ever played is Battlefield Bad Company 2. That, to this day, including this game, is the greatest multiplayer I've ever played. After that came Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 and Hardline and all that bollocks. And 3 was good, 4 sort of didn't really do anything, and then Hardline was just a god-awful bullshit shit game. This, is it a return to form, I guess a reviewer would say. Is this a return to form for Battlefield? Not that 3 wasn't great, and not that 4 wasn't great, but I just felt like it lost some of that fun, some of that pizzazz, and I got very bored with it very quickly. I didn't feel at the end of the game like I want to play another game. Well, I gotta tell you, motherfucker. No need for that gratuitous swearing. This, Battlefield 1, is amazing. Oh my god, I tell you what, I keep saying I tell you what as well. This was the game that I was most excited for this year, and it has exceeded expectations. I am one of those people who are very bored of shooting robots. I have Gears of War 4, and the robots, they're just not as fun to shoot, dude. And Infinite Warfare's coming out, and that's got robots. And even Halo had, the Prometheans, which are more sort of robotic and less organic. And I'm so tired of shooting robots, man. I'm tired of that sort of futuristic gameplay, which is so strange because it was all I craved a few years ago. And everything was sort of modern, nowadays, what would you call it, present tense one. But this game, it's just a huge breath of fresh air, dude. It is a huge breath of fresh air. And the best thing about it is, it's executed better than I could have hoped for. As you can see, obviously, visually, this game is unbelievable. It is ridiculous. And the sound quality is just Battlefield sound quality, so it's going to be tremendous anyway. The maps are great. The guns work perfectly. And the most amazing thing is that they actually managed to pull off not only a great World War I shooter, but a tremendous one. With big maps, the gameplay is constantly intense. Always just... What you're seeing here isn't a high point. This is a low point, if anything. There are moments where you're charging up a hill, or you're running across, you're screaming at the top of your lungs. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I'm losing my mind over this game. It's incredible. I'm so happy with what DICE have done with this game. It almost makes up for Battlefront being such a humongous pile of dog turd, but it doesn't fully. But it's just so good. It's not perfect. It isn't. I think the maps actually maybe don't have enough variation to them, perhaps. I'm not sure. And it's not bug-free. When you pause it, it freezes for a few seconds, maybe a couple of seconds later. And the progression doesn't feel sort of as fleshed out. And to be honest, I'll say this, if you're a big fan of the modern Call of Duties, you're probably not going to like this. The great thing about this game is it's so bare bones, so gritty and like raw, and you just shoot people with big heavy guns, and the way it's so executed so perfectly. But I think if you want something that's just over the top, I don't really see people with like gun camos and things like that, in this game. And it's not just, there's not a million and one things going on the screen and things like that. And if you look at it on a technical level, maybe you might say that's actually slightly downgraded from Battlefield 4, when it comes to things like there are no red dot sights, there are no tracking beacons and laser guns. It's just shoot people with guns, which I fucking love. I'm so happy with this game. It gets a big old seal of approval. I don't really do scores, because this is more of an impressions video, but psst, I would give it a 9.5. It's not as good as Bad Company 2, I'll say that. Bad Company 2 was more intense and sort of just slightly better, but this is the best Battlefield game since Bad Company 2. It's fantastic, and I think it's going to be my new jam. I love it. It's so good. Thank you, DICE. I'll give you sex, I guess.